Let's go.
Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Donald Trump winning the 2024 presidential election, absolutely destroying Kamala Harris, and we are going to be going over Hollywood completely melting down from the results of the 2024 presidential election. But before I cover anything else in this video, there are several things that I want to actually talk to you guys about, which is, we're going to start from this point and then quickly move into other points. So the first thing I'm going to be going over is myself. And as you guys know, because I've stated this on my several podcasts I've done throughout the years, I've never actually voted in my entire life. For the reason for that being is that, like, I just didn't think voting mattered all that much. But then, as I got older, I just changed my mind on it. Because if I want change to happen, well, then I probably should vote for that change to happen, obviously. So that all changed a couple of days ago for the 2024 presidential election. I actually went and actually voted, and as you guys know, I posted this on social media, on my Twitter and my Instagram and even Facebook. I voted for Donald Trump and JD Vance. There was no way I was ever going to vote for Kamala Harris or Tim Walz. Two absolute pieces of garbage. Not happening. So for presidential elections, I followed a few of them when I was younger, but as you guys know, when you had like basic cable growing up, you would mostly like flip to other things, and let's be honest here, I was interested in other things besides politics growing up, and I'm not the most politics savvy guy, but I can talk about it to a certain extent because I was following a lot of it throughout my life, right? And I was actually following this election and the previous one in 2020 and the 2016 one very closely, honestly, because those are the big ones that have happened throughout my life, actually. And I guess you could say the Obama one back in 2008 was very, very big too, but I was too young to really understand truly what was going on, right? So the biggest things I want to kind of talk to you guys about also in this video, which is the next point I'm going to bring up, which is 2020. Okay, so in 2020, Elon Musk actually did not own Twitter at that point. And Elon Musk also pointed this out on Joe Rogan's podcast that he did an episode on Elon Musk with, was that the government actually paid the people that worked on the old Twitter to suppress information and actually push it down in the algorithm so you wouldn't see it. This is something he blatantly said in that episode. Go watch it. It's very, very insightful to what the old Twitter was doing to actually help push the 2020 presidential election results and get certain information out there to certain people, but the other information having it being suppressed. The other thing to bring up with that is that once Elon Musk bought Twitter, that changed everything. And I think that is one of the most underrated things that a lot of people have not been talking about. Keep in mind, Twitter is the #1 like social media on this planet, right? Outside of like next to like TikTok and Instagram, right? And the information that goes on in X is split basically down the middle. Either you get stuff on the right, you get stuff on the left, you get stuff in the center, all that stuff, and just crazy other things happening on there. But the information that goes on in X circulates in massive ways. They are the #1 news app on the planet by far. And so just imagine that back in 2020, them censoring that and pushing down information, that's going to have a massive impact toward the other side. So that not being a factor this time around also really helped. Another reason why Kamala Harris ended up losing, and I was talking to a friend about this last night, so I think it's two things that I noticed. The first thing is the Hollywood celebrity endorsement thing is basically useless. I mean, if you're someone that isn't like doing like content creation or streaming or anything like that, you're just a regular 9-to-5 worker, you come home every day to your wife and kids or whatever your relationship situation is, and you notice all this stuff going on, it's just not going to matter the same way like it used to, because there's various reasons why this has been a thing. And I'll cover that in another video that I had planned that I'm going to be releasing anyway. But the point that I'm trying to bring up here is that we've seen movies flop consistently. The whole like the movie star thing is dead. Well, that was officially confirmed with this election. The whole movie star thing to get people to go to where and vote where they want to is over. And this election proves that more than anything, actually. So after that, we also have another thing to go over, which is I've never seen this happen in my entire life, where the entire nation that night went, you know what? I reject anything Hollywood and this party has to offer me. Everyone basically went, nah, I'm good. Because that's the thing. The people on the left, I'm not saying all of them, right? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is a good amount of people that even were on the left went, you know what? This is not the party that I was actually rooting for and fighting for all these many years. I'm going to go vote for Donald Trump myself. That means whoever's on the Democratic Party, there's a lot of them, are so out of touch. They don't even know what the average American wants, okay? Not just Kamala Harris, because she's just some appointed fucking worthless thought, for just being honest here. She's just a random loser. She's nothing. But the fact that they propped her up, and then people were just going white dudes for Harris and all this other nonsense is so just a problem with everything. They just appointed her randomly, like, what, 3-4 months ago, and everyone went, oh, she's the greatest person ever. I can guarantee you none of these people even knew who she was at all. You asked them, what is her greatest achievement? They couldn't tell you one thing, but she's the next greatest thing that's going to happen. Absolute nonsense. Then the final thing to bring up is the celebrity endorsements. Not the same point that I mentioned earlier about it not being effective anymore. This is a different point, which is understanding the fact that the way you kind of look at celebrities now is so much different compared to before, because they were mysterious before. Now they are not mysterious because of social media, and social media has been a benefit and not benefit to them at the same time. They can reach more people, but if they are ever having an interview or they have these viral clips that'll happen and make people not see them in a certain light, it really does hurt their reputation. And they were all in on endorsing Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris at her rally had Megan Thee Stallion twerking. Megan Thee Stallion's ugly as fuck. I don't know how people think she's attractive. She's disgusting, right? Cardi B having her long-winded speech. We watched it on one of my podcast episodes. It was terrible. And then you also had Mark Cuban endorsing her. Mark Cuban called half the women in the United States stupid if you supported Donald Trump. It's literally basically what he said. He said Trump doesn't surround himself with smart women. He basically, if you were a woman that supported Donald Trump, or you almost were going to, he called you stupid. So if these people really have influence, well, then they just took their influence and shit right on it. Just imagine that. All the people that were endorsing her basically shitted on the audience that they claim they have as big, right? And also, Donald Trump did a very good job back in 2016. I remember prices being very cheap and gas being very cheap and all that stuff. Awesome. Hopefully that can happen again, because I think the reason why he lost, outside of it being rigged, if you don't believe in it being rigged, I'll just offer this as an example, okay? Maybe he wasn't as popular as he thought he was. I'm not saying I had a problem with him, but I'm saying maybe he underestimated how much people really hated him. Keep in mind, I don't think the average person wanted Joe Biden. They just only voted for Joe Biden because they didn't like Donald Trump. Keep in mind there. So they were like, I hated Donald Trump, so let's get this other guy, Joe Biden, in. He was Obama's vice president, and then maybe we'll see what he can do. And you guys saw what he could do for 4 years, and it was absolutely garbage. And the entire nation that night, a few days ago, on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, went, you know what? We're done with this. Fuck. And we're going to reject all that bullshit. Hollywood, you don't matter. Your fucking celebrities do not matter. Your influence is trash. People would rather get their information from people like myself, podcasts, YouTube channels, than take information from these garbage media that they've been pushing on people for a very long time. Media outlets like The View constantly just talking down to people like you're stupid. And at a certain point, enough people went, I'm good. I don't want to do this anymore. Even if you're not on the internet, I know this is out there and people can see it. You understand to yourself, I don't want this. This is bad. Please stop. And that's how we're in a situation that we're in, where Donald Trump is now, once again, the president of the United States of America. So I have another video that I talked about earlier. I'm going to be getting to that video very soon. I have a lot of other news videos to do for you guys. I will be honestly getting all these news videos done going into 2025 and the first part of 2025, right? Because I want to just basically come home, or if I have a day for work, get the video done and upload it to you guys. Back in like my payday on my other YouTube channel, I used to be able to get videos done pretty consistently, and I want to get back on that point. And we'll start it right here. Hollywood reacts to Donald Trump. Beatty Milder deletes X account. Christina Aguilera still reeling and sobbing. And Billie Ellis decries war on women. Oh my god, jeez, man. These people are so beyond out of touch with the average person. Don't you find it funny that a celebrity like them will completely just be like, oh, I understand the middle class people and blah 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 blah. And it's like, no, you don't. The fuck? You don't understand shit. You're just an out of touch weirdo that plays make believe on screen. Update with additional reactions. As Hollywood and New York wake up this morning to confirmation that Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States once again, the mood among many celebrities is one of deep disappointment, even despair. Well, I knew that was going to happen. These people, man, were endorsing Kamala like nobody's business. It was absolutely insane. And their influence meant nothing. These are people, and I'll be fair here. These are a lot of people that have had impacts on a lot of people's lives with their movies and their music and their TV shows. But there's a difference between all those many years ago versus now. Things have massively changed since then. Since when they first started in Hollywood versus now where Hollywood is at. Lexi Underwood, star of Little Fires Everywhere and Cruel Summer, posted a swatch of data breaking down percentages by demographic, writing, just so we're clear, black women and men get some rest. Okay. Actress Viola Davis wrote, thank you for your bravery at Kamala Harris. Thank you for loving America's promise. I am and will forever be proud. Oh, fuck off. Shut up, idiot. I mean, Viola Davis can act her ass off, but god damn, was that just fucking stupid. Holy shit. Oh, Lord. Jack White, a frequent Trump critic, wrote on Instagram, Americans chose a known obvious fascist, because every single time these actors talk, they gotta throw in the word fashion, blah, 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 blah. And now America will get whatever this wannabe dictator wants to enact from here on in. Good Lord. Good actual God. I'm not reading all. That's just fucking seething. Holy shit. Oh god, reading a bunch of seething. Oh my god. Shit. I mean, should we go over it? Nah, fuck it. Let's do it. Trump won the popular vote. End of story. Yeah, that's it. End of story. America clearly chose him over your garbage DEI appointed candidate Kamala Harris. What's crazy is that Joe Biden was supposed to be running, but the media kept telling people, no, he's fit to run. Joe Biden is fit to run. And then after the Trump and Biden debate a few months ago, he had to just step down. And the media finally started telling people, yeah, he's not really able to run again. No shit. That means they were just completely lying months and months and months. And then once shit finally hit the fan, they were like, you know what? We're out. Americans chose a known obvious fascist, and now America will get whatever this wannabe dictator wants to enact from here on in. We all know what he is capable of. Project 2025. Deportations, nationwide abortion ban, ending his own 2-term limit, backing Putin and his... just a bunch of word salad bullshit. Okay, so he said the deportation thing, the mass one, is to get the illegals that are constantly crossing over into the country, right? So I know that people on their side always talk about abortion. Who cares about that? That doesn't even matter when there's plenty of other things that are problems, more important problems, right? So I'll list just a few of them. Inflation, okay? Let's just go with your grocery. Oh, that goes with anything too. Inflation, crime, the border. Those are 3 bigger problems right there. There you go. Those are all way bigger than abortion and whatever LG fucking bacon, lettuce, tomato rights. This is what idiots talking about. Shutting down the Board of Education, adding to climate change. Oh, who fucking cares about climate change? Holy shit. Controlling the DOJ, keeping the minimum wage down. The minimum wage should be kept down. That's how whatever. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. I can't rate that level of just bullshit. That's just like, give me the fucking gun and blow my brains out. Holy shit. The Motion Picture Association released a statement on the election results. The Motion Picture Association congratulates President-elect Donald Trump and the incoming 119th Congress on their electoral victories. We look forward to working with them on a wide range of important issues for the film, TV, and streaming industry, which supports more than 2.7 million American jobs, boosts more than 240K businesses in cities and small towns across the country, and delivers over 242 billion in wages to our workforce each year. We commend everyone who worked this year to ensure fair elections and preserve our nation's legitimate democratic process. That one's fine. I saw that tweet. That one's fine. They were being fair, I would say. With deep admiration and proud and profound respect, I sincerely thank you, Madam Vice President. Good Lord. Star Nicey Nash posted on Instagram. You have made us unbelievably proud. May we continue to fight carrying your wisdom, brilliance. None of this is true. She has none of those things. People saw her interviews, right? Those were train wreck. She got destroyed by Breitbart. She got absolutely just rolled on 60 Minutes, a CBS show, actually. Good Lord. And joy in our hearts and mind. It's a war on women, songwriter Billie Eilish wrote on her Instagram. There's no war on women. I don't understand why women keep saying this over like social media. There's no rights being taken away from you. That's all state bullshit, right? Currently, right now. And this is the best country for women. I mean, if you don't think so, you can go move to the Taliban. The Taliban just announced that women can't even directly talk to each other. Women always say, oh, America's so bad for women. Oh, America's so bad. Yeah, it's crazy. That's why a lot of those illegal people are trying to come over here, especially women, right? This is the best country for women by far. There's no debate on it. It just is what it is. I just don't know where that comes from. Who lied to these people this hard for them to even be speaking like this? Your unprisoned and scandal star Kerry Washington, who posted a video about the red mirage last night ahead of the trickling in of votes, posted a carousel from @WeatherUrban and Black liturgies encouraging viewers to rest. It was not a mirage. That's just, what the fuck? These are straight up melting down. I have done all I can do, writes General Hospital star Nancy Lee Graham, whose X/Twitter postings have long been numerous and widely followed. I will be deleting all my social media in protection of my daughter. I'm so sorry. May God help us all. Oh my God. These people are so over dramatic for no reason. Imagine this, having a whole bunch of fans that want to see what you want to do, and you're going to shut it down over some shit you don't understand and you just blatantly lie to people. Like, women actually really think right now Trump's going to literally barge down their doors and take their rights. They've lost nothing. Women have lost no rights. I don't get it. Beat Milder, also a frequent social media poster and staunch opponent of Trump, seems to have deleted her X account after posting a quote from H.L. Mencken. Says, quote, when a candidate for public office faces the voters, he does not face men of sense. I don't even know what the fuck that means. It makes no sense itself. He faces a mob of men whose chief distinguishing mark is that the fact that they are all quite incapable of weighing ideas or even comprehending any save the most elemental men whose whole thinking is done in terms of emotion. And those dominant emotion is dread of what they cannot understand. This just reads like projection on men from that side. What the hell is this? I'd delete my fucking X account too if I was talking like this. This is straight retard shit. So confronted, the candidate must either bark with the pack or be lost. All the odds are on the man who is intrinsically the most devious and mediocre, the man who can most adeptly disperse the notion that his mind is a vitriol vacuum. The presidency tends, year by year, to go to such men. As democracy is perfected, the office represents more and more closely the inner soul of the people. We move toward a lofty ideal. On some great and glorious day, the pain folks of the island will reach their heart's desire at last. Oh my God, this sounds so gay. Oh my goodness, that's... I don't know. Oh, yeah, that trash. Jeffrey Wright also decided to exit X, formerly known as Twitter. Jeffrey Wright. Oh, he was. If you guys don't know, recently he was in No Time. He's a famous act. He's a known actor. Recently, he was Jim Gordon in The Batman. He was also in No Time to Die as well. Jeffrey Wright. I mean, you could tell most Hollywood actors are Trump based. most Hollywood actors or could be Trump based, I should say, but they had to do it in secret like Zachary Levi did. And he came out and he was like, hey, yeah, I'm supporting Trump. And now he's kicked out of Hollywood. See how that works? Complete cult mentality. Nobody wants to be in Hollywood's cult, okay? Like, there are people there that did support Trump that couldn't say it because they'd lose their livelihood. And a lot of these guys have just obviously been left-leaning, and now they're further left, as you can see right now. Jeffrey Wright says, was thinking the day before the election about doing this. There's nothing to be gained on this site anymore. Maybe there never was. Only things to be lost, as we just witnessed, was funny at times at least, and an informational portal, now embittered, divisive, childish. Just, oh, okay. Good Lord. Mia Farrow, the longtime actress, current Broadway performer, and Kamala Harris supporter, tweeted a simple note. Looks like he will win, God help us, above a photo of Vladimir Putin. This is the guy that ran one of the best presidencies ever in 2016. Like, people loved him as president as far as like the economy goes. Stopped wars, gas prices lowered, inflation was down. Yeah, these people are just retarded, honestly. Oh, oh god, The View. Oh, we'll go over the View stuff later on. Oh, that's just, fuck, they are completely melting out over there. Christina Applegate wrote, please unfollow me if you voted against female rights. That's the problem right there, too. Is that was the only thing she had. Abortion this, female right this, and a big issue that I have with with how I look at things is I like to look at things more like multifaceted, right? And a big thing that I have that I like to look at is when someone's whole entire persona just revolves around one thing, you can tell nothing else can enter their brain at a logical thinking perspective because they think like that. So I'll go further into that, which means like there was a video that I watched of this guy. He was interviewed on CNN, and you know they do like the whole interviews and shit. They still do on TV. And the lady asked him, why are you voting for Kamala Harris? And he was like, well, I have 3 daughters, and it means a lot to me that their rights are protected. And it's like, do you care about nothing else? Like, do you care about literally nothing else that happens other than the fact that maybe you could just abort your future grandkids? What is wrong with these people? Like, this is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Against disability rights. Yeah, that. Unfollow me because what you did is unreal. Don't want followers like this. Yeah, they want their echo chambers. No, like, conflict there. No way of talking about things. No agree to disagree. Just unfollow me. Fucking stupid bitch. So yeah, done. After today, I will be shutting down this fan account that I have had for so many years because this is sick. Later, she sent a follow-up. I apologize, I'm still reeling and sobbing, but I'm not angry anymore. Just going, yeah, because women are primarily really, really emotional. So when they calm down, sometimes they think logically. It's just a thing sometimes. But there's a reason why people have been saying women shouldn't really vote. I mean, there's a reason for that. It's not like there's no basis for it. Just going to go back to my bubble and watch a shit ton of Bravo shows. So peace to all. I suggest you do the same. Very soothing. On Instagram, Jamie Lee Curtis posted a lengthy message, read it in its entirety below, predicting a more restrictive, some fear, Dacronian time. Many fear their rights will be impeded and denied. That's literally all up to the state you live in right now. Donald Trump has nothing he can really do against that, except, just federally, if he even is going to do something about it. I think the biggest thing for about women rights, it's not really about women, it's the whole keeping men out of like women's sports. That's more women's rights than what they're talking about. Yeah, I don't want men in women's sports. I don't want that shit. That's protecting women's rights. You can have a safe space to play sports. Many minority groups and young people will be afraid. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Gay and trans people will be fucking hell. Oh my god. Gay and trans people will be more afraid. No, they're not. Shut up. They're going to just cry on social media and blah, 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 and they'll get over it. We know that many women will now find it difficult to get the reproductive health care that they need and deserve. Okay, tell that to your state. Who runs it? Like, actually vote in the state you live in? Maybe that'll change it. For all those people, there will be those who will help you, me included. But what it really means is that we wake up and fight. I do agree with this to a certain extent. Okay. I don't know. You can tell she's definitely on that side. Just whatever. It's fine. that this party really needs to try to get back and show people what they value and what they are about. Because a bunch in America a few days ago went, yeah, we're not about that. Just get the fuck out of here with all that bullshit and propaganda you were spewing on people. I mean, you literally had like the news constantly so far the past few days, past 48 hours go, well, why are Democrats so out of touch? What do you mean? Have you not noticed this? Why was this not conversation before? And this goes for the right and left. I'm not saying that that's just for them, but it's mostly for them because they're so perplexed about why they lost. Makes no sense, right? Fight for women and our children and their futures and fight against tyranny. One day at a time, one fight at a time, one protest at a time. That's what it means to be an American. That's what it has always meant and will always mean regardless of the outcome. Be gentle with people today. Be gentle with yourself today. Feel your feelings today, but most of all, be blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Good Lord. Mary L. Trump, I am so deeply sorry. I thought better of us. Oh my goodness. Just look at all this stuff. Oh God, man. It's crazy out here, man. All these updates are just coping and melting down. I guess Jamie Lee Curtis probably wrote the best one, but even that is just full with bullshit if you just read between the lines, but I can somewhat understand what she's saying. Even before the results were in, many in Hollywood saw the writing on the wall, with actors, writers, and celebrities from across the entertainment industry reacting to the stunning news that Trump will retake the White House. With many angry that the campaign the Democrats ran, others were looking to the future with dread, with several decrying the future prospects for women's rights under the new regime or predicting long-term changes to American society. Oh my God. The other big problem with that here is that the actual Hollywood like celebrities, the actors and all this, and all the endorsements, they were surprised their influence is now worthless. That was probably a shock to them. Having Beyonce and having maybe like, also Mark Cuban's a celebrity, but he was on Shark Tank, so he's an actor to some extent, right? All these people, you can name a ton of them that were endorsing her, fell apart. These are like legendary names that if you told people this, they would know who they are. Influence meant nothing. Oscar winner Adam McKay, who directed Political Send-Up Vice, left a lengthy post slamming the Democrats' approach to winning the race for Vice President Kamala Harris. Who would have guessed lying about Biden's cognitive health for 2 years, refusing to do an open convention for a new nominee, never mentioning public health care, and embracing fracking, the Cheneys, and a year-long slaughter of children in Gaza would be a winning strategy, he wrote. Yeah, this is true. They neglected all of that. Horrible. Hey, anyone with half a brain, but I thought liberals' whole thing is being smart. It's not. They actually just blindly cheer the parade of rickety optics wrapped in the New York Times fonts that is the modern Dem Party. Yeah, I fully agree with all that. Yeah, I agree. The Wire and Termy actor Wendell Pierce, who has constantly spoken in favor of Harris, wrote, "Elections have consequences." Shut up. I mean, I guess that's true. They do. To certain, that's just what it is. The Supreme Court will be changed for a generation. Good! Half the stuff needs to change. Are these people living under a rock? Wait a minute, they have been. They're so out of touch. They genuinely think the way things are now is good. Oh my goodness, I'll never see a moderate court again in my lifetime. Alito and Thomas will step down and Trump will appoint 40-year-old partisans to the bench. The damage he is about to inflict on our institutions the next 2 years will be irreparable. He has since praised Harris, noting she had only 107 days to campaign, saying she was pragmatic, deliberate, insightful, inspiring, and positive. Oh no, oh shut up. All that was fake. People could see that from a mile away. And added, you were the epitome of a political scientist and your campaign left everything on the field. Pierce also wrote that the blame game has begun. Oh, the blame game is going to be happening and going on for a while at this point. But that he would not allow Black, Arab, American, or Latino voters be made accountable for the defeat. Yeah, once the Democrats lost, a lot of them on social media started blaming Black people and Latinos. I thought people weren't racist. They literally just blamed all these groups for the election not going their way. I thought people cared about minorities. I thought they were on your side. Oh wait, you were trying to use them. That's how it goes. It's like that toy you don't want to play with anymore. Now they don't care about Black people or Latinos because they never did. It was all just fake. prompt up virtue signaling bullshit. In the lengthy message, he said white men and women who had voted Trump into the White House, writing, "It's clear that my neighbors, coworkers, and friends have no problem with a convicted felon, rapist, racist, and misogynist leading their government. Rapist. Shut up. They share his values. People show you who they are." Wendell Pierce, democracy is clarity. As a student of human behavior, I believe it reflects the will of the people. The race is not over, but the blame game has begun. I will not let the pundits scapegoat black voters. I will not let you scapegoat Arab American voters. Good. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. David Simon, writer of The Wire and Tremi, an outspoken critic of Trump and his supporters, warned the X platform would become a rancid cesspool of lies and disinformation tonight and through the next several days, before following up the message with the message suggesting his was a dormant account under present management of this social media site. Okay, so it's just a shill account. Doesn't matter at all. Lily Reinhart, star of the CW drama Riverdale, like no one gave a fuck about Riverdale ever, so she's just irrelevant in general. And the CW's reputation, you shouldn't be like, hey, I starred in the CW, unless you were in an actual show that people liked, because you'd just be considered a joke. Wrote in solidarity with women who have accused the incoming Republic president of assault, saying her heart absolutely breaks for them. There is widespread concern in Democratic circles that abortion rights to be further diminished in a new Trump regime. Good Lord. Oh my God. There's the meltdowns. Oh my God. Look at all this melting down. Oh, I love it, man. Holy shit, dude. Let's keep going, man. This is absolute. I'm loving it. These out of touch, pathetic, useless fucking people having their world shattered. It's just, man, you made my day. Vetty Nicole Brown? Sherrod Brown losing in Ohio is a loss to Ohio and our nation. This is a disgrace. I don't give a fuck about Ohio. I don't live there. Holy shit. Okay. We have Simone Bills. Mr. Biden, I need you to stand up, straighten your back, and make some things shake before your departure. He can't do anything. He's not been running the country at all, lady. Nothing's happening. Oh my Lord. Cardi B. I mean, just go on Cardi B's Twitter account. I know it's hell there. Find her 8-minute video speech. Find that 8-minute video of the speech she gave at a Kamala Harris rally. Absolute, just straight up hood, Shaniqua, ghetto talk. Just disgusting. This lady is trash. I want to hear nothing else out of her mouth. Like, her brains, actual nutrients and cells went to her tits because she has no brains. That brain is dust and tumbleweeds. Cardi B is worthless. No, and her music's trash anyway. And Mark Hamill, the guy who was the Joker, the voice actor in the Batman animated series, one of the best Batman piece of media ever created. He was Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. He's two of the most iconic roles of all time. Super influential. This guy is one of the most Trump derangement syndrome people I have ever had the displeasure of looking at on Twitter. It's crazy how actors like him are beloved because of their work, right? But then you see who they really are on social media, and your whole mind goes, that's why you always have to separate the artist from the art. That's what I do. It makes life a whole lot easier, that I can praise these people in their movies and their work, and then I don't care for them outside of that. And that's the thing, is I don't know where people get this idea that you need to listen to politics from Mark Hamill or Eminem or anybody like that. I would never listen to politics from them for this main reason why. That's not what I come to them for. If I'm going to listen about politics, I'll go to anybody else that's in that sphere that knows what they're talking about. Not a Hollywood actor that's out of touch playing make-believe for people. But I guess people's validation comes from like having their favorite celebrity agree with them on politics, which is so stupid. It's so cringe. All that is just narcissistic validation. That's all that is. Mark Hamill's tweaks. I'll be honest right now. I don't know if you're on Twitter right now, guys, but it's been a legit ghost town on Twitter for some of these guys. Either it's complete melting down, or it's just like Donald Trump winning may make these guys just scatter like cockroaches. Here's Mark Hamill's tweet. He says, they say we get the leaders we deserve. Well, isn't that ironic? I guess we did get the leader we deserved. Either that has just been disproven, or this is not the America we all thought we were living in. No, 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 Mark, you're just out of touch. Or this guy tweets about Trump every day. Every day this guy tweeted about Trump. What an absolute pathetic, old, worthless man who is just living off of his... I'm not going to discredit his work. He did awesome work. I loved him as Luke Skywalker. I loved him as Joker. He's one of my favorite Jokers of all time. You guys know that. I would never discredit his work. But if we're talking about him as a person, he is just a piece of shit. Like, he's just a clown at this point. He let Disney ruin Luke Skywalker's character. He let that happen. He could have said no, but he signed a paycheck because he's a fucking piece of shit. He let them ruin Luke Skywalker. He didn't appear with Kevin Conroy in Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3 for their last Batman the Animated Series interaction. He's a dog shit person. He's a fucking bitch, man. Fuck this guy. And fuck all these people in here. This is what they deserve. How about this? Stop talking down to people, stop acting so elitist, and actually get in touch with people. Ask what the actual American wants. Firefighters, teachers, police officers, daycare providers. Ask them what they want. Please do that. And then you will understand what people are going through, which is what Biden put them through. People can barely afford groceries and gas, and that's one of their biggest problems right now. And all these guys can talk about is race. All these guys can talk about is fucking sexual orientation, because that's all they have. And also abortion. That's it. That's it. Women's rights, which are taken away. Abortion, which is very low on the totem pole if you ask any logical thinking person. And all these guys can talk about is race and sexual orientation. Like, just clowns, man. They deserve everything that's coming to them. Realizing their influence now means nothing. And the entirety of the United States of America just rejected them. So, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and I'm signing out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace. Have a great day, guys. See you later.